39 year ago Michael McLaughlin, and bookkeeper of Shire Tipperary, was for agitated. Pope of Rome John Gender II was newcomer Ireland, and Michael's chapel chorus had been selected to chant at a massive for youthful human beings in Galway. Everything yours favorite fate gig how you always requested to be at in yours entire lifetime, though was he, told Michael. Or you had a backroom undergo. But sometime among 1979 and 2018, Michael, love thousands of some Irishmen and female, lose his belief. John Gender II drew crowds of above 2.5 million in September and October 1979. It is mind how on one tertiary of Ireland's people visited his massive in Phoenix Garden in Dublin. Pope of Rome Francis will as well commemorate massive in Phoenix Garden, but it is not precise if his auditorium will be on the identical scope. Such identical figures show how though later, fare by a block of 26 to 34-year-old Catholics in Ireland visited Massive Week. He cited several study-received information how forecast massive attendances could fall by 33% by 2030. The reflects an Ireland how is lot more than worldly. And Michael McLaughlin puts the accuse on repeated sex scandals and misuse cases comprising priests. This scandals how include rocked the chapel include edged a lot of the way human beings believe currently on the chapel, he told. They don't include how identical honor for the chapel how they would include had 40 year back. The Pope of Rome's trip will as well get location precisely 3 months following a plebiscite on Ireland's constitution ban on miscarriage. The chapel opposes the campaigning to annul the as-called 8th correction, but it has top profile supporting, consisting of present Main Secretary, Leo Varadkar. At the period, the largest Venerable Diarmuid Martin outlined the outcome as a public coup, and told the chapel floor it a enormous problem to get its communication through to youthful human beings. Fall female, permanent external and formidable house in the internal suburban area of Dublin's Polar Party, Samantha Length recounts the horrors endured within. Gloucester Road Magdalene Washing was wherever her childbirth mom, Margaret Bullen, lived before she dead elderly 51. The Roman Catholic-run workhouses posted 10,000 as-called fall female who were punished for their pregnancies by creature done to job in retaliatory facility, out of pay in. More than rather than a block of such who consumable period in the laundries had been shipped down there by the Irish country. Currently, Samantha would love the Pope of Rome to do the identical. This trip the period would be a large prospect for the Pope of Rome to try to bathe for the sins how were devoted versus family and men and female in the nation, and might buy out thing of how repute how has incurred so lot, she told. There will be the other pontifical trip to Ireland, and the other period Pope of Rome Francis has been to the nation. As Dad Jorge Bergoglio, he attended the Jesuit Priest Society at Milltown Garden in Dublin in 1990. Jesuits are members of a sectarian procedure who get tonsure of poverty reduction, celibacy and obey. And Francis is the at first Pope of Rome of amongst their quantity. Dad Bergoglio's behalf, lightly misspelled, has been found in a ledger volume at the Dublin Divinity School. It accounting records how the next lead of the planet's Catholics consumable £104 on executive board and accommodation for his 23 date remain. Else Jesuit priest, Dad Michael O'Sullivan, met him brief in the dining hall one night for how trip. I yet recall to the day how he looked at me, he told. Down there was fair thing on him, the way he could see at you and be very this, and very be listening which you were proverb. But Dad O'Sullivan acknowledges how as Pope of Rome he will trip a various Ireland. Down there will be a lot of human beings who would be really uplifted by him upcoming there, he told. Yet I as well include several trouble on it since the Roman Catholic chapel now in Ireland is in a hard location.